But you. That is you. You have talent, but you're
boring.
Lazy,
no, I'm hilarious.
Okay, well, whatever.
None of us really knew what the 7 deadly sins were, and Abby had to explain it to us.
Which is funny because it's like, Abby, you're literally all of the 7 deadly sins, like, wrapped into one person.
But also same, like, I didn't know. I'm also...
Oh my god. Guys, top 10 worst people ever in the history of the world. Peyton's on there. Top 10. For sure. I think you knocked off Jeffrey Dahmer.
I did not, you asshole.
I'm pretty sure you did. No, I saw that list earlier. I'm pretty sure you knocked him off. Anyways, Paige is gluttony.
Like a pig?
Like, a glutton is someone who is voracious for whatever they're eating. It's typically portrayed as someone who, like, has no willpower to stop eating. But that's
me.
Yeah, but, like, that's not what it always is.
That is me.
If someone's gluttonous, yeah, they just have, like, no willpower to stop whatever they're doing.
I don't think that's Paige.
No, I don't think so either. Nia is greed, and she wants everything her way.
Nia was assigned greedy. Nia is the antithesis of greedy. There's not a greedy bone in that child's body.
Peyton, do we know what antithesis means?
The opposite.
There you go. Do you know what greedy is?
Yes, I do.
Maddie is wrath.
You get upset. You are ragingly angry.
And then Chloe, of course, is envy.
I knew Abby was going to assign Chloe envy. And Chloe came over to me and she said she was upset because she said, I'm not jealous of Maddie. No, she's not jealous of Maddie. The only thing Chloe's jealous of is the fact that Abby treats Maddie like a person.
And that's what makes me feel really bad for her because it's true.
Right. And you can see it in later seasons more prominently that she doesn't treat her like a person.
Absolutely.
It's not as prominent in this first 2 seasons because she hasn't had as many blowout fights with her mom.
Yeah.
And she really takes out everything on the girls.
Absolutely.
Which is shitty.
Absolutely. Now we have Liz Lieberman. She's a really long time friend of Abby's from way back. And they don't explain how they know each other, but they just say from, like, way back. And she comes to interrupt rehearsal. We hear that she's a long-time Las Vegas showgirl. And Abby says that they design entire shows and entire productions around her. And now she runs an entertainment and production company that produces shows. I did some research and that's what I found. And that's at this point in time in 2021. She produces shows. At this moment, she is there to teach them posture and how to walk appropriately.
Learning to walk like a showgirl isn't easy as it looks. You have to have really good posture and really good focus. It's kind of like walking like a giraffe with a big neck.
And she's so cute in, like, reenacting it. It's just adorable. And she pulls out the classic showgirl feather hats and the boas out of a prop trunk, and the girls are so excited and they get to, like, try them on. And then Katie, a real life showgirl, walks in,
which is really cool.
That is really cool.
It is really cool to, like, see their faces, and
they light up so big. It's so cute.
I think the girls were excited to see an actual showgirl, and I think it was nice for them to see, like, this is what you're working for. This is what you can be someday.
And I have to agree with her. I think absolutely it's great for kids to have an opportunity to see and meet someone who is doing the thing that they want to do for the rest of their life. It makes it really real, and for a lot of them, I hope it lights a fire in their belly. You know, just gets them excited again to see that people really can make a living doing this.
But you have to work hard, you know? Like, you gotta work hard and see the hard work that they've put in to then be what they are.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Liz is talking about being a principal in a show and having to go topless. Ma'am, read the room.
Like, probably not the best crowd to say that you've been topless.
Yeah. When she was talking about being topless, I really think that she didn't read the room.
I think Liz didn't realize how young the kids were, because everything was going great, and then she talked about going topless, and I'm like, jeez.
And I'm like, jeez.
How did you not know that that was not appropriate for kids?
I mean, it's pretty obvious when you look at them that they're not teenagers. So how old did she think these kids were?
Kinsey literally looks like a baby.
But I also don't understand why Abby didn't talk to her about the age of the kids and exactly why she was having them come in. I'm sure this is not the first time that she's spoken to young dancers. So, ma'am, why do you not have a 5-minute little spiel about your time as a dancer and have it be age appropriate for however old the kids are that you're looking at?
I don't know. I mean, maybe she said it because that's part of it. I don't know.
Yeah, but it should be age appropriate, and it was not for these children.
I 100% agree.
Especially with their moms in the room. I mean, don't talk about being topless dancers while you're speaking to 10-year-olds in front of their moms while they're literally putting the rest of their lives on hold to be training and going across the country so that they can be professional dancers.
Right.
I don't understand.
Neither do I.
Because then Melissa says,
If Maddie ever told me she wanted to be a topless dancer, I would totally lose it. I would lock her in her room and throw away the key.
and I have to disagree. I think she'd be the first one to say, how much money is she going to make?
Absolutely.
Because next she'd want to know how famous is it going to make her. And then she'd ask if she could join.
I'd honestly think that she would probably be like, no, Maddie doesn't need this gig. It's me. Like, get her out of the picture. It's me.
Yeah.
Focus on me.
And then we've left the studio and Christy and Kelly are meeting up. Christy is late because she's picking up Chloe's costume. And we find out that neither of Kelly's kids' costumes are ready. Who's making them?
Where do they get all these costumes from?
In the middle of a random week, in the middle of a random city. What?
Right, like, we got our costumes in, like, size-wise in, like, January, didn't we? Or,
Yeah.
no, it was before Christmas. We would also be measured before Christmas.
Okay.
Which is an awful idea. I don't know why you would do that, because your girl, like, gained some weight after Christmas. It's fine. To then get them...
In March.
No, it was, like, April sometimes. So, like, how did they get them so quick?
But also, they're not great costumes ever. It's never like they're good costumes and they're waiting on someone to make them, like hand make them and make them custom. They're just from a catalog.
Right. Well, I mean, that's how our
So
costumes were too.
Right,
so.
but like, are they just shipping them to whatever hotel they're in? They're just waiting for it to get there? I just don't understand.
Neither do I. We need these questions answered.
And I also don't understand how you know that your children are going to be dancing in 3 days.
And they don't have costumes.
And there's a history of your children not having good costumes or costumes at all.
Or music. Okay, let's just, like, throw music in there, too.
Can we not just ask the question, raise our hands and say, ma'am, where's my costumes? Ma'am, what's my child going on stage in?
Like, if I'm paying you money, I better receive the costume.
Exactly. Just a lot of questions, so if anybody could let us know, that'd be great. On the episode time card, Chloe's dance is listed as a theatrical ballet, but in the competition, it's listed as musical theater. So I don't really know which one it is, because it's really neither. Abby just likes to give all of these dances, like, the musical theater title, and not a one of them are musical theater. But it's fine. Whatever.
A lot of people do that, though, and
It's
I
true.
really don't like it.
That's true.
I put a lot of pressure on Chloe because I am sick and tired of hearing the Maddie excuse. You know what? There's 1,000 Maddies out there. You can't control it. Go out there and do your best and win because you're great. Chloe has amazing opportunities. She has an amazing future ahead of her. And I know she has what it takes.
Okay.
So I kind of agree with that statement.
Okay.
Because Christy does like to portray herself as the victim, and they throw Maddie's name out there like it is candy.
Absolutely.
And right now, we do see Abby give Chloe a lot of opportunities, and she still does throughout the seasons, even when she gets really mean and nasty towards Chloe. But she gives her these opportunities because I think in the back of Abby's mind, she knows that Chloe has what it takes to do something in the dance world or, you know, TV or something.
I agree. I think there's always someone who's going to be more talented, someone who's going to be better than you. I don't think that's the issue. I don't think teaching kids that you're not always going to be number one, I don't think that's the biggest issue. I think, again, it goes back to the time and attention and care that you're putting into Chloe's dances
Right.
is not equitable to the time and attention that you're putting into Maddie's. Because even if you're an amazingly flawless technical dancer and you go out there and you kill it and you make no technical mistakes, if you have a boring dance or it's easy and it's below what the judges think that your ability should be doing with a bad costume, they're not going to score you great because
Right.
They don't have a choice. I don't really understand what Abby's missing with that. But what do I know?
When Miss Abby's tough on me, it's definitely not the greatest feeling.
Which is sad. Because she's a sweet kid and she doesn't deserve that.
Right, and all she wants to do is dance and have a good time, you know? Like,
yeah, and that joy is just, like, taken from her, and that's sad. And then this is probably one of the most iconic scenes in Dance Moms history.
Girl.
So they're in Vegas still, obviously, and it's mom's night on the town. They're in a limo. Abby has the girls for the night, which makes me uncomfortable. So the moms head over to -5, and it's an ice bar inside Mandalay Bay. And Abby takes the girls out for ice cream. I think this scene actually, Maddie's nowhere to be found. Yeah. Maybe she was doing like another competition or something. A secret competition.
Probably.
So we get to -5, and we get to try on fur hats and fur coats. It was really fun.
It's an igloo. It's made out of ice. It's cool. Literally.
Then it flashes back to the kids, and Abby's putting ice cream on Mackenzie's face and still yammering on about dance and just will not stop.
Sometimes Miss Abby just talks and talks and talks and talks and talks and talks. Even when we're out for ice cream sundaes about dance.
She's not wrong. And then we get to the infamous shot ski scene. And the moms are in the bar. They're all in the fur jackets and fur hats, which is so cute, so adorable. We love that.
Iconic.
So if you don't know what a shot ski is, everyone, it is a literal ski that you would use to go skiing. But instead of putting your feet on it to ski, you put shots on it. So there's 4 spots, 4 shot glasses, and they're all down the ski. Everyone in your group holds their section and then lifts the shot ski up to take the shot. And it's really difficult. It's so difficult to do this.
So if you didn't see that they all got shot skis
I did see that.
for the 10th anniversary.
Yeah.
And Melissa, in her little blurb on her Instagram, was laughing because hers and Holly's were water, and Kelly and Christy were the only one that actually took a shot.
Yes.
Which, I don't know if I believe that, Melissa, but it's fine.
Well, I can just say that it's really helpful when doing a shot ski if you're the same height as everyone. Because the times that I have done shot skis, I was significantly shorter than all of the people.
Okay, so
Everyone's shocked.
So we're not gonna find people that are the same height as you.
Except for small children. I know. Helpful tip, if you're going to do a shot ski, get a group of you who are around the same height. It just makes things way more easy, and you don't have to worry about it just pouring down you, which is what happened to me multiple times.
Shocking.
That was summer 2015 in Alaska.
It is 2 days to the competition.
That was a pretty good one. I liked that one.
The title card says that Paige's dance is burlesque, but it's listed at the competition as jazz? Acrobatic jazz. Excuse me. What is that? Okay, here we are again. What is acrobatic jazz?
I don't know. And also, why is a 10-year-old doing a burlesque dance? Not that burlesque is a bad form of dance. I just don't think it's age appropriate at the time. I think burlesque dancers are beautiful and what they do is amazing, and I could not.
Absolutely not. I mean, have you looked at me?
I could not. Absolutely nobody. They would pay me to get off the stage. You know what I'm saying?
God, I don't
But I don't think it's age appropriate for a 10-year-old.
Absolutely not. But Abby is expecting 20-point spread between them and the people behind them.
That never is going to happen. Unless you are taking an elite team to a novice competition.
That is crazy.
You're never going to have that big of a spread ever.
Well, the moms are at the pool.
This scene's so awkward. We love to see it.
Oh my gosh.
And they're all talking about putting their foot down with Abby.
I don't trust her. She is not allowed to be alone with my daughter anymore.
Which is what you thought earlier. And if you notice, this is another one of those times where Melissa does not say a word. She is just silent.
Color me surprised.
Whole time. She's like silent. And then I do think this is actually the most awkward scene in Dance Moms history. There are some men in the pool. We come to find out that they're dancers from Peep Show with, at the time, Holly Madison, the former Playboy bunny. I just did, like a quick look back into time.
Quick little goog.
2011 was really just a simpler time, wasn't it, everyone? Wasn't it?
God, yes, it was.